Alright, now here's another question in front of you. Now which says we should calculate the solubility in mole per dm³ of 40 grams of CuSO4 dissolved in 100 grams of water. Now they gave grams of solute. If you check, CuSO4 dissolved. For something to dissolve in something, that thing is a solute, while the water acts as a solvent. So if you see, it's going to be CuSO4 dissolved in 100 grams of water. Now 40 grams of CuSO4 was dissolved in 100 grams of water. Now if you check the question, there's no volume given, no CM³, no dm³. So we therefore apply the second formula. So in a case where there is no volume, we apply the second formula. So how does the second formula look like? Using the second formula, we get that the solubility, you applying the second formula, formula 2, applying that, because we are still working more per dm³, but they gave us mass of solute and mass of solvent, which is usually water. In my earlier video I said, or earlier in this video I said, that when you are giving mass of water, usually in water, this is the formula to use to calculate solubility, usually in water. So this one can be any other solvent, any other solution, but for solutions in water, this is the formula where the mass of the water will be given as seen on the board. Now check, using my second formula, I will get that the solute is 40 grams. So the mass of the solute is 40 grams. Check, this is solute over solvent times 1000 over molar mass. Now the mass of the solvent is 40 grams, the solute, sorry. The mass of the solute is 40 grams, dissolved in 100 grams of water. That means water has a mass of 100 grams. So it is mass of solute over mass of solvent times 1000 over molar mass. So 40 over 100 times 1000 over molar mass. Molar mass of what? Always the solute. So the solute is CuSO4. So how do I get the molar mass? The respective molar masses of the elements were given. So it's going to be 64 to calculate the molar mass, plus sulfur is 32, plus there are 4 oxygen, 16. This is around 160 grams per mole. So over 160, let's confirm if there are no mistakes. 64 plus 64, that's 128. 128 plus 32, that is 160. Very brilliant. So on dividing, using your calculator, you observe that the solubility in moles per dm³ is moles per dm³. We can either be this, or written as this. So for those of you confused, this is per, or just put the minus in the thing. So it's going to be 2.50 mole per dm³. That's simple. Sodium chloride. And they gave us the mass of the solvent. Now, not volume now. Now give us the mass, let's say 1000 grams of water. We'll consider the second formula. So since volume was given, we'll use the first formula. So using the first formula to solve, solubility is going to be mass is 117 times 117 times 1000 over, what's the molar mass? The molar mass of sodium chloride already 58.5. So anytime you are solving solubility questions for solubility, these are the same thing. This is the same thing as what's called concentration. This same thing here are the same as concentration. So anytime you are asked to look for the concentration of a solute in a solvent, or the solubility of a solute in a solvent, the mass you use is for the solute. The molar mass you use is for the solute. Please take note. And the volume you use is the volume of the solution. Volume of the solution. Now the volume of the solution is going to be 1 dm³, which already established to be 1000 cm³. So it's going to be over 1000. Over 1000. Over 1000. So on using your calculator to do this, you observe that the total solubility now, using your calculator, this is going to cancel this, and this goes into here 2 times. So the total solubility is going to be 2.0 now in moles per dm cube. So the answer is a mole per dm cube. 2, that's the answer. That's how you solve questions on solubility. Now we'll use this same question to solve the solubility in gram per moles. So they can ask you to determine the solubility in gram per dm cube, not gram per mole, sorry, gram per dm cube. So you're considering the second formula. So grams per dm cube, the second formula. And if you have to work with the parameters in gram per dm cube, I think you use this one because you are dealing with volume. Assuming they gave us mass of solvent, you will use the second one. So we'll just do that right away. Alright, now the previous question was to calculate the solubility of this same salt in moles per dm cube. But looking at this question now is to calculate the solubility in grams per dm cube. Now, same question but different calculation. Now, already established here, you see that the solubility in mole per dm cube is given with the first two formulas, and the solubility in gram per dm cube is the second formula. Now, it's to identify your given or your known, then you can solve the solubility, which is your known. Now, if you check very well, mass was given, we established that. So what was given again? They gave us dm cube, which is volume. We already said dm cube is liters, cm cube is milliliters. And please take note, when applying my formulas on solubility, your volumes, your respective volumes, should be in cm cube. Please don't use volume in cm cube or use volume in milliliters. Yes. Now, alright. To determine the solubility of the same salt in grams per dm cube, same solution. So we want to determine the solubility in grams. To determine the solubility now in grams per dm cube, I'll apply the third formula in grams per dm cube. Now, because mass was given, I can determine molar mass because the respective molar mass of NaCl were given. So we can determine molar mass of NaCl. Now, molar mass of NaCl, which is already 58.5. Now, molar mass has a unit of gram per mole, that should be noted. Now, so solubility in gram per dm cube, so solubility in grams per dm cube is therefore equal to, now what's the mass? The mass of the salt in the solution is 117 gram over, this is the formula we're using, over 1 times 1000 over, I told you, it gave us 1 dm cube of solution. 1 dm cube is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. I already said dm cube is liters, cm cube is milliliters. So it should be 1000. Always solve using questions. It's always solve questions using your volume in cm cube in solubility. So that should be 1000. So 1000 is to key 1000. Normal. So the solubility in gram per dm cube is equal to 117 grams per dm cube. So those of us writing UTMA, those of writing post UTMA, these are likely questions. So any questions you come across, just use this same approach to approach them. In some cases, the next examples I'll be saying, you will have your mass of solute and the mass of solvent. So you just approach it the same way. So that's how